This is the Glarry GIB bass, and it's a very interesting instrument. You have basswood body, maple neck with rosewood fretboard, you got 24 frets, pickups that actually sound pretty good, and it overall feels really well put together, and it's only $120 brand new. But let's find out if it's worth that $120. So for those of you that don't know, Glarry is a manufacturer in China that creates basses, guitars, like violins, violas, all kinds of musical instruments that are made in China. And all their instruments are very inexpensive and usually made of the same materials that you would find any other import guitar or bass with. But I think one of the main things about them is they're direct. They come direct from China, direct from the manufacturer, so there's no middleman, it's their own brand, and they just do it exactly like that. Now, their bass options, they have this one, which is the GIB, which is a PJ configuration. They also have some that is just a straight P configuration and one that is a straight J configuration that you can definitely see, yes, they're based off of a precision bass. Yes, this one's based off a jazz bass. Yes, the one that I have right now is based off, I'm guessing, Ibanez for the most part, pretty much. And for quite some time now, I've heard a lot about Glarry, gotten some comments and questions regarding whether I've played any before or what my opinions are of them. And they actually contacted me saying, hey, would you like to review one of our basses? So I said, yes, I will. But for the sake of transparency, I would like to say that yes, Glarry has sponsored this video and paid me for my time to put forward towards this bass. But from the very first email, I stated that this is my fee and also that my opinions would be my own. So basically they are really cool with that, no problems at all. So while Glarry has compensated me for the time and work I've put into this video, it doesn't affect my overall opinion on the bass. Cool? Cool. So when you receive the bass, you'll notice that not only do you get the bass for $120, but you get some other cool things as well. You receive a gig bag as well as a strap, an instrument cable, 2 Allen wrenches to adjust everything on the bass, as well as a little pick too. So it's kind of cool that not only do you get the bass, but you just get these little things too. This bass is actually pretty nice overall, but it is more of a modding platform that you can really just push out and probably do a lot of really cool things with it. So going forward with the bass, this pretty much 100% resembles the Ibanez, was it GSR, GR lineup of basses. And yeah, it's pretty much, I guess they're copying that to a T with their own materials. So the body shape and size itself are actually pretty comfortable. This is a basswood body and it comes in 3 finishes. I chose the burleywood one, so it's really the natural finish one. And it doesn't really just look like a regular natural finish. It has a kind of like Carina vibe to it, you know, like Carina like Explorer sort of thing. It's different enough and I just like the striping on it as well. The bass overall probably weighs about 6-7 pounds. While it is light, it does actually feel pretty well balanced overall. For your pickups, you have a PJ configuration of no-name Chinese-made pickups that they have with it, and they actually sound pretty good, actually. Really enjoy the nice dry sound you get out of the neck pickup. The bridge pickup has a nice bit of brightness to it that brings your overall tone when both pickups are on, and it sounds really good, especially considering the price of the bass. For your controls, you have 4 knobs, which is basically volume and tone for each pickup, and then you have just a regular bridge. Now, this is what's interesting. The bridge and tuners mentioned on the site itself just say they're made of metal. I don't know what that means exactly. It just says they're made of metal. But the quality and feel of the bridge and tuners of that metal don't feel super cheap, actually. They have a nice weight to them and they don't seem like they're gonna break or crack in any way. I'm sure they will if you put them up to a really big endurance test or a really nasty gig of some sort where you're just going to town on it. But overall, they still feel pretty good and not bad at all. Moving up, you have a bolt-on maple neck with a rosewood fretboard and 24 frets. Now, okay, the neck itself feels good, has a nice shape to it, but oh my God, it is as thick as a baseball bat, and I am not kidding at all. If you get this base, the first thing you should do is go ahead and just sand the hell out of the back of that neck. It's just super thick, but it doesn't have a finish on it either, so I can't complain about going up and down the fretboard too. So yeah, take that as you will. What material are the frets made of? I don't know, it doesn't clarify at all, but I'm assuming the same metal that the tuners in the bridge are made out of. And then for the nut at the top, it just simply states that it's made of plastic, which if you're paying $100 for a base, you're probably gonna have a plastic nut with it too. But if you wanna upgrade it, that's a what, $5, $10 upgrade? Not a big deal at all. And finally, moving up to the headstock, you have this very Ibanez-esque shape to it, except for this one points out at the top, and those metal tuners that I talked about earlier. Now the bass does stay in tune pretty well, to say the least, especially considering the price and the metal that it's made out of. I'm actually very surprised by how good it does sound and how well it stays in tune. So overall for the Glarry GIB, do I recommend it? It's $120, comes with some pretty cool accessories, and there's free shipping on it. So it's $120 flat, plus taxes, I think. This is a rad bass through and through. It feels balanced, feels like it has some quality to it, doesn't feel super cheap like some basses do, but it actually sounds really good in my opinion. And the tuners and bridge, while they are made of metal, I don't know the longevity of those, but they are holding up pretty well right now. Now I think, again, this is something that's either for a beginner or someone who wants it as a mod platform down the line. I think the wood that the body and the neck are made of are really good, and the materials themselves on top of it aren't bad at all. And I think it's a pretty awesome bass for only 120 bucks. But let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you guys think of Glarry in general, and really what experiences that y'all have had with them. But thank y'all so much for watching. As always, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe right now if you haven't already. What are you doing with your life without subscribing? And if you wanna be like these beautiful people right here, mwah, mwah, you can head over to my Patreon page for things like early access to videos, giveaways, and more. You guys bring so much life and joy to my life. I love it. But thank y'all so much for watching, for liking, sharing, subscribing, for following me on social media, all those cool things. But of course, this is mainly saying thank you to each of you very much for watching, as always. Truly do appreciate you guys. And no matter where in the world you are, keep practicing, stay safe, and I'll see y'all next time.